Yeah, y'all. Chat, what up, man?
Young gun don't want that back calling me splurge. Ride me jump right off the curb. Bentley spray fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third.
Fuck you mean?
Crack up the foreign, I swear. Keep me
What's up? My bad. A little bit late today, just a little bit, but you know, it's cool. It's cool because nothing happened today yet.
Smack from the back of a perm. Ice, the bird. Shitting on all you little turds. Can't take that dick, wait your turn. In my own lane, we can't merge. So with no head, you can learn. Let's see how much you can earn. Why me go big like the worm? And I ain't smoking no shirt. I'm in the beat with people.
Yeah, chat, nothing happened today yet. We're chilling. I was gonna say, like, yeah, just it's a little bit late today, but like honestly, I don't think you've moved since the like even if I started streaming at 6:30, you're in the same spot. So nothing much we would have done differently, to be honest, anyways, right? But welcome guys, welcome back. Damn. Gonna be an interesting day today with CPI. Big day today, chat. Big day today. It's gonna be a very interesting session, especially in about an hour. Things are gonna get very interesting in about an hour. I mean, it's just not picking up right now, to be honest. You should see a move pre-session here, and then obviously direction should be formed by 9, I'll say, because 8:30 is CPI, right? And usually it takes, like, you know, I'll say 30 minutes to an hour, because CPI can come out one direction and it can just end up reversing before the end of the day by 10, and then just 10 a.m. you'll have direction for the rest from 11 to 12. So it could be a very volatile session. We could have some pretty massive runners today. It's possible. So I mean, let's see what happens. Let's see what forms here. I'm gonna do my analysis, obviously. I think I did my analysis on Twitter though for you guys. Twitter, Instagram, I did it on Twitter, I did it on Instagram, I did it on Threads. So if you guys don't follow me on socials, then make sure you guys go follow me, because I did drop an analysis already. Yo, it's been there for a minute. I want to remember what a letdown. I appreciate tier 2 Jack Cameron. You don't gotta subscribe to show me that you're a supporter. I know who you are, you know. You don't gotta support if you don't want to. Or pay for a subscription. Alright, allow this is to mute. Oh. Alright. Send the Zoom link. Tier 3 Zoom links. Am I tripping? Where's my channel? Okay, there we go. Announcements. Alright. Cup and handle pattern. What up, Janez? Let me just announce it real quick. Alright. Alright, Zoom link's been sent. Everything's good now. Recording done. You guys hear the music or not? All right, cool. We're chilling. All right, so let's take a look at gold real quick. So first things first is obviously gold right now is gold on the monthly time frame here. This is the start back. Let's go back to the monthly. So the monthly here. The monthly shows that we are overall still, I guess you can say we're like bearish still, right? But remember, the monthly has got to create a top wick still. So if this is where like the monthly time frame closed below last month, right? There's a very high possibility this month that you're gonna continue to drive down towards the next range, which is 1825. Right? We know this already, right? We mentioned this on July 1st. 12 days later, we're still talking about the same thing because you haven't broken last month's high yet, right? And you still have 19 days left to go. So you're only like a quarter through, not a quarter, a third from the end of the month, right? So you have a lot of time left. Any given point, this monthly count could flip bearish and continue to drive down and end up doing something like this, right? But as for now, it's creating a top wick, you can say. So this top wick could be anywhere. I believe the weekly is pretty bearish as well, or yeah, pretty bearish as well. I mean, we did close bullish, but it's important to understand that we closed bullish respecting this resistance. So any given point, this weekly could still flip bearish for us to continue to drive down, right? Because you can say price is sort of indecision level. Price closed bullish at resistance here, never closed above, never closed bearish below. So next week's candle will be very interesting, because if next week's candle closes bearish like this, then that'll be a start. Or my bad, this week's candle ends up closing bearish like this, then next week should be the start of us continuing to push down, because what you're gonna see here is you're gonna see a resistance form. And if you get resistance form there, then obviously that's a resistance for price to drop down to retest the lows, tapping into 1860, right? So understand what part you are at in the markets, so you can learn to read what the market is printing next. The daily time frame is pretty, I guess you can say it's a bullish closure today. It did close above the most recent resistance, which was this area right here. So overall, why is my color like that? Let me just change that color. I was gonna say overall, yes, we did close above the range like this. Looking left, there's a possibility you could pop up towards the next resistance today, which is gonna be around like 1851. Is what you're looking at. But keep in mind, any given point, this could still be a weekly fake out due to the fact, or my bad, a day fake out due to the fact that this is still a range 1 form, right? Right, because look, the daily, there's a daily resistance obviously over here. Where's my thing? There's a daily resistance here, and then there's also a daily support down here, right? So obviously this is your range form, this is your resistance, and this is your support. You have resistance and support that equals to range. Cool, straightforward. This right here is your range 1 breakout. This is the first time we're breaking out the range. So any given point, price could easily break back into the range next week, or my bad, tomorrow, right? Whenever it decides to close back into the ranges. If this were to happen, then that will be a start of the monthly and weekly downside. But again, you can still, like, you're closing above the range, you can still come up, break all the highs, tap this resistance here, and still end up flipping, right? So it can look something like this even by the end of today. At any given point, this can happen, right? So understand that, because you need to grab liquidity before driving down for the weekly. Again, the monthly has a lot of range coming down, the weekly has a lot of range, and you need to grab liquidity somewhere. So if it makes the most sense, it'll be today, because today you have CPI coming out, you have a bullish closure above the range. That's a range 1 fake out. You can just drive up, tap like 1955, 1945, and still close bearish into the range for tomorrow's daily to continue pushing down for the end of the week. Because I think tomorrow, what do you have tomorrow, chat? Tomorrow's Thursday. I think tomorrow you have one more folder. Yeah, core PPI. If anything, that will push the price further down. And then Friday you have nothing. So if that were to be the case, then obviously that'll start the weekly for you. I'll start the monthly flip for you, and that should be the drive that you have. Because I think by the end of the week, you're only gonna have, I think, like 15 days left, right? 5, 10, like 11 days left after this week ends to fill the ranges on a monthly time frame on price. So if it makes the most sense, it will happen today, right? But if today doesn't shift price back into the ranges and it just continues to push up, then it's gonna be a very interesting next week, right? You may see stronger pushes by like the last week of July, if anything, instead of like, you know, this week. I'll prefer if it can be this week too, obviously. I'm not like gonna be on stream like the last week and a half of the month because I'm in Florida, but let's see what happens there. But yeah, that's just understand what part of the cycle you're in on the charts. Understand what the day could do today. Even though you have a bias, doesn't mean that's the only direction price could drive up. Obviously my bias today was bearish, but we took my bad, it was bullish, but we took buys or sells during the London session, right? So you could play around with price, you could take directions in both areas. It just comes down to what you're looking at. But either way, man, no matter what happens today, you're gonna have nice direction and nice volume at 8:30, and that should give you some more opportunities today anyways, right? And that should confirm the bias if you're not sure what's going on right now on price. But yeah, today for positions, I'll say sells for me would honestly, at this point, I think I'm gonna wait for news to come out. I'm gonna wait for 8:30 to come because it's a little too late into the candles for me. It's like the last 15 of the 1 hour, so might as well wait for the 1 hour close. And then once the 1 hour closes, you have the 8 a.m. opening, but then you have news right at 8:30 anyways, right? So probably gonna wait for news to come out. But as for positions today, I'll say mainly above, I think 19, what I have it at 1941 probably would be my buys. But once price closes above 1940, I'll take buys going up towards, again, the next resistance. That takes you up looking left towards the target, the day target, which is like around 1950, right? So right around here, basically 1950, 1954, whatever you want to stretch out really. But 1950, 1954 is your day target if price were to continue up today. So closure above 40 would be pretty clean because above there you have straight clean traffic candles to push price up. Right, understand that there is some type of resistance here on price right now. Right now you're in a range basically from 1936 till basically 1932. This range I'll probably look to avoid because there's no direction just yet. We had that push last night during London session that just came down, and then you just sort of just hovered here since, so nothing really happened. But I believe if you were to close below, again, 1932, you should see another drive down towards 1929, 1928. And that should be like your overall, I think, bottom wick being formed for the previous 4 hour candle lows. Because the 4 hour candle lows don't have bottom wicks here. So any given point could come down, tap those levels. And from there, it's going to honestly depend on what price does for news. Because it can push further down with the daily, right? Back to the ranges for daily range 1, or it can push up, tap 1956 before coming back down for the end of the day. But I'm just gonna have buys above 1940.9 through 8 for news there, and then yeah, that's it. So whatever's in this range chat basically is looking to avoid probably gonna look to avoid it right now at least. And then after news comes out, obviously buys are above here and then sells are below here. All right, so whatever's from like 1940 to 1928, it's none of my business. So I probably just gotta wait for price to break out those areas there. All right, cool. That's it though. Pretty straightforward day. If you make it a pretty straightforward day, don't make it too hard on yourself today. Just understand the angle you're coming at in the markets, right? There's different angles to come at. Understand what angle you're coming at and play your angle. Not someone else's angle. But yeah, we took London session yesterday. We had buys, basically closed out break even. Then we had sells right here that was during the London, because price was struggling to break the highs, and then I figured that, okay, well, there's a high chance that the forward candle will probably come back down for the ranges. So then we just took positions for like, I think 20 pips, and then that was it. I think my initial TP was like around here, but I was trying to go to bed as soon as possible, so that's why I kept changing my TP. I think the first TP was down like here somewhere, and then like, you know what, I want to go to bed soon, so I'm just gonna place my TP here because I believe that's gonna get tapped by the time I'm in bed or whatever. And then yeah, the moment I think it was like 5-10 minute trade, and that was it. Yeah, and then we've just been hovering since. $840, huh? Yeah, yo, news is coming, chat. So if you guys are still, you know, deciding what to do for news, just understand there's news here in about or decide what to do for in terms of trades right now. You can just chill out into the news. You don't gotta force a trade right now, especially in this range here when you have no direction yet. You don't gotta force something that's not clean, right? Not every day is a trading opportunity. Remember that. I mean, there's days with a lot of potential, but it doesn't mean you need to take a trade today. You know what I mean? Like today, you got a lot of potential because of CPI, but you're not forced to take a trade if you don't want to. Like, you're not gonna miss on anything. You're gonna live through another CPI probably, right? You're gonna live through another CPI. You're gonna live through more candles that's gonna fly by you, and you're not gonna catch any piece of it. These things will happen, right? You will miss more opportunities, but you don't gotta catch everything. You don't need to catch everything to be profitable, right? Do you sneakily trade news sometimes? No, I don't trade news, no. I'm like, if I do trade news, you have to see it on my terminal, but I don't. I trade the impact left after news, so I'll trade sometimes like 832, 831, the minute or two after news, right? Yeah, I'll trade that. But as for like just buy stops, sell stops, no, I haven't done that since like 2019 probably. There's just a lot of risks that I can't control in those situations, like slippages and I don't know, whipsaws and things out of my control. I mean, if you trade news and it works for you, then, you know, do what you gotta do. But for me, no. It just doesn't work for me. The thing about this 1 hour account, chat, is if we had more time on this 1 hour account and there wasn't like any type of news here, I honestly just take a sell here. If there wasn't like news in about 4 or 5 minutes here, and you know it's not the last 15, I would have just taken a sell as we tapped those areas there and done something like this probably. Because you see all these rejections here, right? Any given point you can just do this on price and just come back down for the rest of the ranges, right? Like so. But there's news here, so I don't want to be in a trade right before news or during news if the trade lasts that long. And I understand that the last 15 of the 1 hour usually tends to pull back. So the thing is, like, there's nothing to pull back on this time because this candle barely moved. If anything, the pullback will be to push down here. So there's that. But I'm gonna wait for after news here. So I'm just like, huh? You're gonna take sells here? What? Okay, let me just take a position right now. Because the 30 has no bottom wick, right? So you're probably expected to come down and create a bottom wick regardless. tap into that support. Like this range is not that bad. It's like a 20 pip range, 25 pip range. It's pretty decent. Same with the 4-hour flip and the 1-hour flip as well. You're gonna notice that the 4-hour candle closed back inside the ranges, right? So any given point, what can happen here is you could come up, tap into like these wick areas there. Like you see how there's a rejections here, right? Tap in those areas and just tend to fly down towards like 1930, 1928. Like last night, London, I thought we'll tap those levels during London. But CPI could still come down, tap, 29, 30, and then still flip bullish for the daily at any given moment. But it's gonna be a little harder because the 4-hour candle here closed inside the range. If the 4-hour candle closed like respecting, let's say there's a resistance here, right? And the 4-hour candle just closed respecting resistance, that'll be a different story. Totally different story now. Because since you're respecting, you could come down, grab liquidity to drive back up, right? On the 4-hour time frame. Because you're respecting. You can do this and then come up like this because you're still respecting that level. And therefore, this will be your candle, right? And then this candle will just come down, grab liquidity, create bottom wicks for the previous candle lows, whatever. Cool, right? Look left. That's what happened to the left-hand side here last time price drove up. All right, last time you had this push up, same price did the same thing. But with the 4-hour candle closing back into the ranges now, it's a little more difficult. For all I know, you may not re-break the highs unless this current 4-hour candle in an hour closes bullish back above this range here with CPI. So I think 9 AM would be your play here probably. But if you can close like bullish back into the ranges or even above the most recent resistance like this, then perfect. This is like if we close like this at 9 AM, then we can just take buys at 9 AM and then just hold price until like 1954, because that's gonna be your mirror. Especially if you can come down and tap into this area here, right? 26, 28, like anywhere in those levels there, like anywhere in this yellow box here, really, for CPI. That'll be your liquidity grab. But if the 9 AM candle just drives down here and closes bearish back into the ranges, then you can probably forget about buys for today, because it's likely gonna just continue to push down the rest of the session and mirror that whole entire range down. And you might not, and that just might be the weekly top wick. That just might be the monthly top wick for us to drive, because you need a catalyst to drive on price today, right? Or on the monthly. And this is like your biggest catalyst yet so far this month, aside from NFP. Yeah, you have to understand it from different angles, right? There's a 3-minute flip. Let me just put that in the record. Not too bad. Yeah, the monthly isn't like doing so bad so far. We're doing pretty decent. We're on pace for our usual month usually. Yeah, I think the average monthly pip count is like 200 pips, like 150, 200 pips. So we're up like 62 pips this month. We're like, yeah, we're on pace for like 200 pips basically. But let's see, might have some runners, might not this month. I'm expecting runners this month. I haven't had a runner since like maybe the last time we had a runner in the channel was like, I think like last year probably. Like 100. Like or 95 in February. We had a 95 pip win. That's about it though. 48, not really a runner. Depends what you call a runner, right? There's your 1 hour flip. 30-minute flip, 1 hour flip. You may see a drive right before CPI. There's no point entering an ADM though here, because like, I mean, below his ranges, because you might as well just have entries like up here earlier, right? Like you only have, I think, like 9 pips till like your next support at 33. It would have been a lot better if you just had entries up here, come down, and that was your range fill. Because the only way I can see price coming down and tapping like 1928 is it's gonna be during news, or it has to be during news with the volume, right? It's very rare you drop down and then like before news, and then news will push it further. When you have runners, you never get more than 10-15 pips. I don't force runners. If it happens, it happens. Like there's some times when I have like, you know, like I think 50 pips. Like I think the last time I had a position that big was like I don't know, it's been a minute. I don't think I had like that. I don't think I've had a runner on this account. Yeah, no, like I don't think I've had a runner on this account since like February. Like that was the only time I think this year. February something. Where is it? Could be around here. I think it was this. These cells here. This is the biggest runner. 85 pips. That was it though. 85 pips in on February 2nd or February 3rd. But I know what my runners were. That's it. I don't aim for runners if they tend to form, they tend to form, and I happen to be in them. But like I don't aim for 10 pips. I don't aim for 100. I just take what the market gives me each day, right? Like I have no target on what to catch. There's days when you have, you know, like you can kind of anticipate a runner incoming. Like today, I would anticipate a runner incoming, but let's see. You can't force it, right? Can you explain how to avoid fake out? Like yes, not every losing trade is a fake out. Like yes, it's trade off. I wouldn't have done anything differently, to be honest. Like I'll still take those buys going forward, right? Like if I see those buys today, I'm taking those buys today. It was just the 1 hour onion, right? But not every loss is a fake out. Not every loss is a true loss. Not every win is a true win too, right? No matter what you do, as long as you follow your plan, you're a winner. That's why I always preach. Because the result is relevant to the plan itself, right? We have like videos on fake outs, but fake outs aren't necessarily like after a loss or yeah, it's a fake out is a totally different setup type. What if you trade news a tight stop loss? You can, but like again, like for news, you get slipped, right? Because you can't control slippage. Unless let's say you want to put a 10 pip stop loss for news, it might slip to 120, and you can't do anything about it because price moves way too quick during news, right? Goals consolidation CPI, yeah, it is. It is. Right now, it is at least. Well, I don't see any other reason, so probably that. 1 hour close bullish here, chat. Very weak bullish though. If I'm understanding this forward candle, I mean, it closed bullish, respecting this resistance though. Therefore, it's still respecting this level. Any given point, it can just come up, tap these levels for a top wick, 1937, and continue to push down for the seller replay, or even this, for instance. So let's see what news does. But if news comes up, taps like 1938, 1939, then we can probably take sells on the flip of this 1 hour candle, because it'll still be open, right? This 1 hour candle closes at 9 and you have news at 8:30. So if price comes up for news here and it taps into these areas, I'll take sells as it starts to come back down and flip bearish a minute or two after news to push down towards your next support at 29, because this will be your liquidity grab if it ends up flipping, right? If it just pushes up and it doesn't flip, then obviously you're gonna continue to drive up for the day. What's going on, Janez?
Yo, what's going on?
Chilling, waiting for CPI here. I'm hoping for some runners.
Yeah, some runners would be nice.
When was the last time you had a runner?
Oh, I don't remember. I haven't had one for a while.
Yeah, I had a runner for a while too.
Probably like last year sometime.
Chat, when was the last time you guys had a runner? Well, okay, I don't know what a runner is to you guys, but let's say when was the last time you had? Okay, here's the thing. Like the last time you traded price at you traded our way and you had a runner, because sometimes you know you might be trading differently and you might have those big runners, positions, whatever the shit you call it every day. But like I'm talking about like scalpers, for instance, not talking about swing traders.
Because last year we used to close around like what 50%.
Yeah,
now we just end up closing
that
full
rock.
most of the time.
We'll have that entry instead of like trail stops and profit.
Yeah. $270 pips last Thursday. Far out. That's crazy.
Do you not see the negative BB? I don't know what negative BB is. I don't know what that is. I just see a bullish candle respecting resistance. I just see that you can come up, tap 1938, still flip bearish. I also see the daily candle creating a bottom wick to flip bullish. That's what I see. I don't know what that shit is. Oh, breaking block ICT. My fault. Sorry for the language. I don't know what that golden tool is. I don't use it. My bad. I didn't know it was ICT. If I knew it was ICT, I wouldn't have said that. ICT is the best trade of all time. Remember? How come you're on fire off stream? I've called these trades last night during the London session. I'm really never off stream. I'm always somewhat public. Are you using ICT concepts? No, I'm not, but he is the best trader of all time, remember? Best trader of all time. Of all time. Never talk shit about ICT or else you'll get banned in life. The worst thing you can do, chat, in the FOREX community is talk shit about ICT. Don't do that. Sorry, what did I ask you guys, chat? What was that thing to speak to me earlier? What was that you trying to speak to me earlier about hours GMT time, bro? Like our time zone? Oh, you're asking me to tell us what we can do by ourselves. I literally explained the first like 30 minutes of the stream today. I explained what I was looking for, what I have planned out. There's a lot of variables that can happen, especially with news. So I'm not gonna do anything until news. Like our positions is likely today. Listen to this. It's gonna be probably at around 8:35, or if it's not 8:35. It's probably going to be 9:15, 9:30, or 10. Those 3 time slots, though. It won't be in between. Well, maybe it might, but I'm looking towards those time zones today for positions, right? Because you need prices set up, and it's going to take a minute to set up after news comes out. And the reason I'm saying 10 is because, like, if you don't move at 9:30, 9:15, you're going to have more direction by 10, 10:30 to push. And 10-11 should be like by 10-11 you should see it. You should see a trend by then. But like we're not here to catch like the whole entire move. If you do, then we end up doing so. But we're looking to catch a piece of the move after price prints to that direction, right? So right now we don't have that yet, but maybe later we will. But just go back like 15-20 minutes. You'll find it. Yeah, no, it was a late trade. Oh, was it a late trade? The signal was at 2 a.m. Depends what time zone you're from. There's the Manwicks here. So can we hold our sell lots? Who is in? What do you mean our sell lots? Who is our? You see, the problem is you're asking me about your trade. I have no idea how you got in, where you got in. I have no idea what your strategy is, right? Like, what was your plan getting into the trade? Did you have a plan? Did you have a TP? Did you have a stop loss? Do you know how you're gonna manage risk if it were to go against you? Do you know how to manage risk if it were to go with your plan? Like, do you have a plan set out? Right? One of the mistakes a lot of traders make is they get into a trade without having a plan. Like, they don't have an entry plan, exit plan, management plan, right? You have to have all those things figured out before the trade even plays out. Because the last thing you want to do is act upon impulse, right? You want to make sure it's planned out, because once it actually does happen, you won't hesitate, right? Sometimes a lot of traders are like, yo, Don, I couldn't move stocks to break even at the time when I did, right? And it's only because you hesitated, right? I knew for a fact that if price were to tap like my break even line, the moment it taps it, I'm stops to break even, no matter what I feel, because that was the plan going into the trade, right? So then the moment it does that, boom, stops to break even, and that was it. But a lot of traders, if they don't have plans, they might be like, maybe this will run a little longer. Let me not close the trade out here. Let me just let it rock for a little bit. and then you go off emotions, and then let's say the trade flips on you. Now you're like, shit, I should have closed off earlier, and now you're running in circles like shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? And you don't want to be that guy that says shoulda, woulda, coulda, because you'll never make it out if you keep cycling in that area. What up, Wix God? What's going on? CPI, it's gonna be 9:30 a.m. Eastern, so it'll be in a bit. Or 8:30, I'm saying 8:30 in 15 minutes here. 18 minutes to be exact. Yeah, I'm using MT5. You're not gonna place interest in CPI? No. My plan is to wait for CPI to come out, and that's what I gotta wait for here. Yeah. Also, like, if I were to have a trade, it would have been up. It would have been earlier. Like, it would have been this one here. But that just formed like a bit too late for me in the 1 hour candle. If it were to be like maybe 7:30, like 7:30, or like even 7:25, like the early times of 7 a.m., then yeah, I would have attempted some sells there, but no. Plus, we would have closed off by now too. But I didn't know that. Like, who knows? Maybe that trade would have ran until like 8:30, right? And that's the last thing I wanna do is be in a trade during news, which I can't control my stops. And everybody asking what time CPI is. CPI is, chat. Do you guys not have here's a tip. ForexFactory.com. Go to the top right and type in your time zone. If you don't know your time zone, then you probably shouldn't be trading. But type in your time zone, right? The format, whatever, and then save settings, and then it should update you to your time. So my time right now is 8:15. It's gonna show 8:15, right? GMT -4 Eastern time, and then it's gonna show like your times here. This would be your time on your end. You get it? So if you're like, let's say Pacific, like the West Coast, your time right now would be 5:30 a.m. right? If you're in the East Coast, then your time is gonna be 8:30 a.m. And there's other times like Central and all that too. But again, all you gotta do is go up here, click on your time zone, and then you have your time, and then you'll know what time CPI is for you. I think we get a lot of questions, chat, in my DMs, but I think the worst question is, Don, what time is that my time? Like, how lazy do you gotta be to ask me that question? Like, Don, but what, you stream at 6:30, Don? Okay, cool, but what time is that my time? Like, I don't know what time it is your time. You got to kind of figure that out, right? But people actually ask that question, and it's crazy because they're like, these are traders asking that question too. Like, I would think that they would know. They'll know what time it is. Interesting. It's very interesting. It's worth not know your time zones. I just thought people would know that. It's like common sense, no? Like in school, like don't they teach that in like grade 2 or something? Grade 1, kindergarten maybe. tell me I just ain't gonna make it. Where's Wix? He's pending. He's incoming. Buy or sell? Toby Murphy, $20. Appreciate you, man. Gold sell 1913, got in at 1922. Gee, wait, what? You got in at 1922? What you mean you got at 1922 for gold sells? You mean buys? Because what you mean 1922? Ain't that down here? Oh, it's about 2 days ago. Okay, I see. Makes sense. You on buys, you mean? No, I didn't hit you up on Discord. If I hit you up on Discord, it's not me. Unless, you know, you're like, I know you and like, you know that's me. Like, you know, like my Discord is Don Vo. That's it. It's just Don Vo. This is my Discord username. So if you're not getting this name on Discord, it's not me. But I would not message you saying asking if you want to invest into crypto or any other coins, and I'm not gonna ask you, oh, how's your trading been? I'm a pretty nice guy, but I wouldn't go out of my way and message 25,000 people in our Discord server each day saying how's your day been. You think I don't have that time? As much as I want to have that time, I don't. If I hit you up, it'll probably be because we talked prior, or I told you on stream that I'll message you after stream, or you know, whatever it is. I need a favor or something from one of the mods or somebody, but I will not message you. So I do reply to DMs on Instagram, so if you message me on Instagram, yeah, I reply to your DMs, but I only have one account too, right? It's Don Vo, that's it. Apparently Don became like I think one time they messaged Istamvo or some guy messaged somebody, and he was playing off as like a stock trader or something, or options trader. Yeah, just watch out, don't get scammed, man. I know, you know, some people are new to social media still, but it's a very dangerous game. You could get scammed on social media, especially for the new people. Remember, if it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. Carlo, on Forex Factor, the start of the week in settings is Sunday. Should I keep this way? Yeah, I have like that too. Just skip the next day. Skip. You could click this arrow here, and it will show you like the next day, tomorrow, right? You go on more here, it shows the whole entire week, right? It shows you like, I think 5 days, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. Or my bad, 7 days. CPI in 9 minutes, chat. We're waiting for CPI here. Those are wondering, is it work clear? Yes, he is. It's the Undertaker. The Undertaker.
What's the deal?
Shit.
Well, I go on my Wednesday chat.
Waiting for some runners. Gonna have a runner today.
Who we running from?
Huh?
Who we running from?
The signals chat.
Cool.
Spectro, what's going on, bro? My bad, Spectro. I fell asleep last night during our convo. Let me just answer the question though. Oh yeah, you just told me your lots. Okay, gotcha.
You fell asleep while talking to him?
Yep, I fell asleep while talking to you, Spectro, last night.
Spectral, man, your ass is boring.
Nah, what's up?
Better bring some entertainment next time.
So are we gonna cash 10 pips today using 10 times 30 lots? Or we're gonna have a 300 lot run in today, chat? My FX book isn't working. Oh yeah, that shit's down. I tried to check. I want to check my account because it's at an all-time high right now. But I can't. It didn't work yesterday. I don't know if it's gonna work today.
Well, it's gonna take some time to rig it.
It'll take some time to rig it.
Yeah,
That shit's
rigging it
down,
right
man.
now. He's got the same devs working on the
For
on
real, on the
whole
website. Think fucking does, man. Why buy? Nobody is in the buy, brother and sisters. We have buys and we have sells. Buys and we have sells. It's just what we're waiting for a news here. I want you up this quarter. Didn't the quarter just start?
Watch some Wimbledon while you wait.
Yeah, ain't the quarter just start? It's July, right? The quarter, we're up 62 pips. I'm up 62 pips probably. I'm up.
Overnight?
Actually, no, I took a trade without this. I'm up like I think 82 pips. 82 pips. Because I caught an extra 20, but that's it. I'm only up 82 pips this month. What are pips anyways?
Point in. Oh, all right.
Yeah, people were asking about like the positions. Like, so basically, I think I had one position with the original stops. I think it was like 50 pips, and then the rest I think were just like 50. It was like a 15 pip stop because it was the break of the highs. So I was micromanaging the rest with the originals. With one position was original stop loss, and then the rest was just like the current 50 highs. And usually that's what I do for stacked positions. It's very rare you'll see me like take stacked positions and take like, you know, 5-7 lots. I think I did take losses on before. It was like around here. No, that's only like 20-30 pips, like here maybe. You see this, like this right here, these are stacks that took losses on, right? This is like, I think, what's this, 40. Yeah, it happens, but I think I only stacked and took losses like once or twice.
Hold on, those in a row, that's one position, those losses?
Yeah, those were stack positions losses. You think I never take stack positions losses?
Positions. You told me yesterday he doesn't lose stack positions. Of course he does.
What, someone tell you that?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he always loses that small position, and all the stacked ones, they're always winners. They never
What?
lose. And they're always
like, look.
like right there. Boom.
Like,
It's
look
a
at these
big
stack.
loss.
Okay, this wasn't too bad. This is like, whatever, 20 pips, but it happens. What you mean?
The devs didn't have a chance to fix those yet.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Hold on, wait. I'm trying to delete a sound. I just got a good idea. I'm gonna record that gunna sound.
Stop the cat.
Oh, it's too loud. I gotta change that one. What should I take out? Yeah, we don't use that one. Let's take that one out. Where's the... Ooh, 2 minutes for news there.
Young gun don't want that back calling me splurge.
Alright, my bad. I was just trying to get the sound. Does it work? I gotta play my soundboard again, man. I don't know how you're so motivated and use a soundboard every day. I just be forgetting nowadays.
Lately I've been kind of slacking on it
Like,
too.
I've been slacking. I haven't used it, not one bit.
It's fun though.
What's that song? It's called Fuck You Mean by Gunna. All right, everybody, get ready for news here. If you guys are trading news, be cautious, be careful. You know, things you can't control, such as slippage, whipsaws. Just be aware of those things if you are trading news. I mean, I hope the best for you during news. Hopefully you catch these massive runners. If there are runners for CPI here, you get your 100+ pips here. Unfortunately for me, I'm just gonna sit on the sidelines and watch price here, but then I might get a substitution onto the court at around 8:32, 8:33 crunch time. If not, then we're gonna have to wait for 9 a.m. and then 9 a.m. will be our positions. If not 9 a.m., then 10, but it's either gonna be 8:32 positions or 8:35 positions, 9 a.m. or 9:15 positions, or 10 a.m. positions here, right? But like I said earlier, chat, if you can come up, tap 39 and then flip bearish on the 1 hour candle, then we could look for sales coming down. But if price doesn't flip bearish, then it's just gonna continue to pop, right? With the 4 hour candle. All right, so there it is, broke the highs. I'm pretty sure everybody got a slip there if you had buy stops, right? There's no way you did not get a slip there, right? It wasn't too bad. That was like 70 pips. Probably got a slip like 30 pips, maybe 40. Not too bad. But yeah, the 4 candle is flipping bullish. Looks like you're breaking the highs again. So if that were to be the case, then your next target here today is what? 1950 here. So I want to see if we can get some buys here. I just don't know what stops are going to be. Typically what I see is that when price re-breaks the highs, it will continue to pop up towards like 1950, or it will continue to drive towards the next target. So you may just see like 1950 get tapped within this candle here, honestly. It just stops are a little wide here, so maybe we get a 5 closure in about 4 minutes here. We could get some more buys going up, but I can't really do much here. I just gotta sit here and watch price. Because tip for news, once you make a high, you make a low, whatever, the moment you re-break the highs, you'll continue to pop up, right? This is good though, right? We know where price is headed now, so it's just about getting in positions. Look left here on the daily. The daily is going to continue to pop. The 4 hour candle broke the highs again. You're breaking above these wicks here, so you just assume that once you have a 5 closure above, you'll get a continuation to drive up, right? That's all you're trying to figure out right now. Either if we're gonna continue up, or if we're gonna flip bearish back into the range, and this could be a liquidity grab. That's why I said like 10 a.m. you have clear direction. 9-10 should be clear direction. Right now it's just the start of the volume coming in that leads to that direction.
I get a oh yeah. Step into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah.
Once we can get entry on the rebreak of the highs there. The stops are so wide. Our stops aren't that. It's not bad, but oh, it's pretty bad. It's like 100 pips. It was like 70 here. I'll take the retemp from the rebreak of the highs. If it would have pulled back, would have pulled back on that candle already. Would have that pullback just now would have pulled back and would have came back into the ranges. But if it just rebreaks the highs again, you should see it pop towards 1950, and that's a pretty that's a 40-50 pip range. You have a minute and a half for a closure.
You have to use the bottom wick of the next candle to the stop, probably. The next one.
Yeah. A minute and a half for a closure. If we can close above 1940, leave a top. If we can close like 1942, we can just take the wick fill going up. That'd be perfect. Take a 90 pip wick fill. If we don't pull back though, and we close at 46, and we could just take an entry at 46 honestly, and just manage risk if we come back into the ranges below 1940. Because we should just continue up here. There's nowhere to go but 1950.600. Right? Because then instead of like having like a hard stop, we can have like a hard stop, like let's say like 36, whatever. But if price closes like back into the range like this, then we can just manage risk. You know what I mean? Because then you're gonna see a push down. There's no reason to like break back into the ranges here if you want to drive, or price wants to drive here. So we may have a 40 pip position here in about a couple seconds here, chat. Once you close. The bigger the wick though, the better it will be for us, because the more range we'll have. One minute. Oh wait, no, there's your closure. Chat, gonna take a position here off of this candle high. So we're going bias here on the 5 closures. I'm expecting us to tap 1960, or my bad, not 60, 1950. That's my overall target. I think it was 51. So we're going bias here. TP 1950, what was it? TP 1950.612. So 1950.612. And then stops are just gonna be the I'll just put stops at like 1937 for now. 1937, 1938. If the 5-minute closes back into the ranges, we'll manage risk, because we're relying that this support here should not be broken if price wants to drive up, right? And I've seen this too many times in news to not take it. Typically when you break the highs or lows for news, you just continue to see a drive here. So you're gonna see a pop here once you break the highs towards like 1950.612, just like that. And that right there should be enough for me to close off the positions. And there's my positions.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Wow, look at all these wins. 500, 5 point, my bad, 5,300, 5.2, 5.1. It's all the same price points. But yeah, like I've like for news, like technically we could have been in on like the opening of the candle. But the moment it opened, it was like I think 10 pips off the rip, but that's fine. 20 pips there on that push up to fill the ranges. You could leave runners if you want to. You could manage and let the rest rock. I just decided to close full. Again, you can do whatever you want to do, right? That's it, chat. But for news, like there's I've seen it so many times not to take it. It's just like for news, when you make a high and then you break the highs after news, because if you were to pull back, right, there was 2 times where you could have pulled back. If you go into 1 minute time frame, I can show you, because these candles barely opened up. It would have been this candle here. This candle would have pulled, if it were to pull back right after news, it would have pulled back here and continued to push down, right? But that candle never pulled back. It respected, and then the next pullback was the new 5 candle. That candle didn't pull back as well. So as you're coming up to re-break the highs, that was the entry, and then you just kind of, you know, take an exit on price once price taps 1950, because you're using the higher time from now, right? If the higher time frame shows you that you have direction towards 1950, right, it comes down to just like how can you get in with risk. The only issue is stop loss. That's the one thing that like I was I was really depending on or relying on the 5 closure instead of just having a hard stop. So that's why I just put it at 1938, 1937 for now. But that was it. That was the plan anyways. But it's good now, because if we caught that piece there, we can probably wait for price to, you know, close up at 9 a.m. and then have more positions at 9 a.m. I'll be here until 9:10 probably. I believe I don't know if this is the direction for the day. I honestly don't think it's the direction for the day. I did expect buys to tap 1950. You guys saw my IG story yesterday, Twitter and everything. But I believe the daily may end up closing like doji back into the ranges, or giving us a fake out today. So you may have like a sells or later at like 10, 9:30, right? But yeah, chat. Congrats on your positions there. All right, just another day in the markets, nothing new, nothing special, right? Don't be over celebrating right now, right? We just got in, got what we had to catch, and that was it.
What do you mean? I just ordered the strippers.
Already got the red panties ready?
They're on their way.
Hold on.
How are we not celebrating?
8:35.
Strippers will be here before NYSC.
Goodbye. Breakout. What was that? Current higher low 5. Boom. Like 18, I'll say. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I think Yes's loss was was in the second channel is, I'll say we got them back. Again, we can't force a loss back, right? We can't just sit there and be like, okay, now we need to make 4 pips back. But we could just sit there and, you know, learn to follow our plan as we usually would, and eventually over time it will pay back in 10-folds. But you can't have everything right away. That's not how it works, right?
Wix, the kids gonna hear you? Who, my kids or your kids? My kids are aware of how ratchet I am. They know. Your kids, keep them away from the computer. Nice trade, brother.
Nice trade, Wix.
Yes.
What can I say? It's DVS. Did you do a trade? Yeah, we just did a trade. We just had a trade. We originally entered the 5-minute candle close. So for some reason, when I was looking at my MT5 screen, you can go back and see it. I was looking at this, looking at the timer. I was like, wait, we have a minute for the closure? And then I'm like, oh wait, no, we do have. I looked at the bottom right. I'm like, oh, we do have a. It's 8:35. So I'm like, for some reason though, I thought it was 8:34. So I'm like, okay, we have 1 minute left for a closure. Next thing you know, I'm like, oh, okay, I realized it. So I just entered the moment I realized it. But I thought it was like 8:34. Because then I saw the count push up. I'm like, oh wait, it's a new 5 candle. Oh yeah, we're just gonna get in there.
Oh, me too. I was on a 15. Like, wait a minute, why are we not closing?
But Chad, this position was one of those positions that I have been sample sizing for a while, and you guys noticed, right? Like I always mentioned to you guys, like after news, go back to like last October, November. That's when we started to sample size this position. It's just like the break of the highs for news, you just tend to drive, or the break of the lows for news tend to drive. Wix knows all I'm talking about. You know exactly where I got that from. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think this is the direction for a day, chat. I mean, it can be, but look at the daily. The daily could flip at any given time today, right? And that's gonna be your runner if it does end up flipping bearish today. You can probably attempt sells for zucchinis coming back down later on, because for all I know, the daily can close back into the range like this. And if it does end up doing this, then guess what's gonna happen? You have a range one fake out, and you have sells for the monthly and the weekly starting to form, because you gotta form at some point this month, right? And it only makes sense to be today. Yeah, chat, look, I was like, we're expected to drop towards 54 stay on gold. Yellow lines, major zones. Green boxes, clean traffic. What's expected to mirror. Red circles, areas we tap before development pass. Right, so I highlighted like this area we should tap again, right? And that's what happened here, and then we just popped. It didn't happen during London, but it needed a catalyst, and I guess CPI was your catalyst for today.
I like that one with the car. He's like,
Yo,
"Yeah, go
that
get
shit was
yourself
mad funny,
go
bro.
get yourself lunch."
Hold on, we gotta watch it again, bro. I was
So funny.
Go buy coffee.
go buy coffee.
Come, hey. I don't have time. Hey, where boss? Boss, where? Go buy coffee. You work here?
Yes, I'm the owner.
You own this?
Yes, I do.
What is most expensive?
What is your budget?
Small. Come, hey. I don't have time. Come, hey. I don't have time. Hey, where boss? Boss, where? Go buy coffee.
It's not the full video.
You work here?
Yes, I'm the owner.
You own this?
Yes, I do.
What is most expensive?
What is your budget?
Small budget I have, but not too much. What you have?
The most expensive SF90.
This?
Yes.
How much?
2.2 million dirham.
Dirham?
Yes, dirham.
I need more. I need
More?
expensive, brother. I don't need this. Is what my driver would drive this? Show me one expensive car.
Everything's for sale, brother.
What? Everything, no problem. But hey,
Everything,
Captain,
Baba.
you work here? Go take coffee. What is this?
Audi R8.
Give me this, and this one also.
Yeah, okay, what else?
Give me that Mercedes, okay? This Rolls Royce, and give me one Red Bull also.
He's like,
No problem.
You have Red Bull?
give me
Red Bull
one.
for free.
No, take money, no problem. Keep the change.
Bro, I got his money walking like that. Wow.
I love those guys. Go buy coffee. Shit, the strippers are here. Oh damn, my bad, Lloyd. I didn't see your kid next to you. Lloyd's kid's like, Papa, what's a stripper?
Who got us playing on TV right now?
You see, son.
What's going on, Sean Lee? What's going on, brother?
He's playing golf. So
Shit, I'm a shitty ass trader for real. Trash ass trader for real. What up, George? What's going on? DDG trade. This today was the DDG trade. No, for real though. It was a DDG trade today. At least it was a planned DDG trade. I think we planned this trade at like 6:30 or 7:30 when I hopped on, right? I said 8:35 would be your position. It's either 8:35 or 9:30 or 10 today, right? Those three time slots. And I guess Price chose the first time slot. Maybe we might have some more time slots today. Or I might call some stuff in the channel. I don't know. I'll be here till 10 to see what's up, or 9:30 at least. I want to see if the day could flip bearish today, because it's gonna be a very wild and interesting day. Or maybe you might have the next 4 candle close bullish here and just continue to pop. What do you think, Wiggs?
personally, I'd rather it flip bearish.
Yeah.
I'd rather have some Zucchinis.
Zucchinis.
Oh, let's go buy coffee. Is also said in Nigeria, when you try to be generous, someone tip is like go buy coffee. I get it. You got money and say go get yourself coffee. Yeah, they have that in every language, just different wording. A little bit.
Who's gonna be in Florida next week? Yeah, who's gonna be in Florida next week?
You taking names? You taking down names right now?
How much money you made? 5K. Pretty decent day. What can I say? No regrets. No, I'm not here saying should have held longer, should have entered earlier. That was perfect. Followed my plan, got in, got out, and that was it. Had my decoy TP set. Our purposes. Last night I had my, Wix, last night I had my decoy TP set, and then right before bed I'm like, you know what? Let me just put the real TP. Then I ended up changing it to I think it was like a 25-30 pip. I think decoy TP's chat are just for like overall target, you know what I mean? But like I'll say like my trades rarely even hit the overall target. Like they might hit the overall target after hitting break even or after like going to profit, hovering back and drawdown. But like, do you really want to go through all that mess when you can just get in, get out, and preserve your capital for a much cleaner trade later on, right? Like if you know you're gonna get, not if you know, but if you can see in the charts that you have a nice 20 pip range before your 100 pip range, and you're expecting a pullback, why not just close off at 20 pips, wait for the pullback, and then re-enter in the break of the highs once you clean out those ranges again, right? Because now you have like an 8 pip range remaining. That's just how I see it when it comes to like having my decoy targets in general.
I can't get over Lloyd's office. That's so dope. Got a kid playing golf right in the office with him. I went through something similar, but like I want to put like a whole fucking driving range in my office.
All right, bro. How big do you need your crib to be for that?
Huh?
How big is the crib gonna be needed for that?
It's not of how big of a crib, it's how close the neighbors gotta be. I'm gonna need the neighbors to move the fuck over. I'm not paying for no windows. Because I just want to be able to like open the door from my office and just straight from here right through the door. Boom! Buying Topgolf and moving in there. Oh, you can get the screen. That's right. That's a dope thing. My boy's got that in his office too. That screen's pretty dope.
Wow. How big is that range for the 533 pips?
That flip.
Yeah, the flip, respect, and support. Buy high, sell low. This day flips it, man. You're gonna have runners today, chat, because the day flip alone is like the daily flip is 140 pips, right? And then once you flip, you're not just gonna flip and hover, you're gonna flip and close back into the range. If you're gonna flip, if you're gonna make a move down, you're gonna make a move down into the range. It wouldn't make sense for price to come down, flip, and that's it. It would just be a useless candle. If it flips, it's gonna drive down into the range and close below 23. So that in total, you have a range of like 230 pips if that were to be the case, right?
You get a zucchini somewhere on top wick over here.
Yeah, you could get zucchinis, but I don't think you're gonna have it yet. Like I think it's gonna probably do something like this, where it like
Gotta retest the highs, come back down.
Retest the
But
highs, form some ranges
general,
here.
We were talking about this like I think like a month ago. Zucchinis were going to be the precursor to the really long entries and the runner entries.
Like you'll probably get something like this, and then just like hover for a bit, and then 9:30, 10, or maybe 9 a.m. you might just get the zucchinis. Like you could probably retest the highs like 2 more times, close above the range for a range like this, and then that's when me last year would have got in position, and then right then and there you have the range from fake out, right? And that would be the zucchini. Like around here you have a bullish candle closure then, because now you have like this formed, and then we get sells, and that's perfect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's about 45 minutes.
45 minutes, yeah. 9:30 NYC open. That'd be sick. Or we can just drive down here and close bearish on the 4, which it can. You have 6 minutes left. If it does that, then forget that. Yeah, you're just gonna get sells below 36 later.
What did it respect here?
I think 46 on the dot.
No, but there's got to be a level below that 5, right, or above it, like right here. Right there, respected something, right? So if you drag that, got to be a level here. Because it closed back in range, right? It didn't break it, and then if it didn't break it, it drove down here.
Yeah. You have wait, where's your level? You have it up there? I have mine like 46.
No,
Yeah,
I have a level. I have a level even higher.
Oh, is this your resistance? This is
your
resistance. This is not your support, right? This is your resistance, no? But my resistance be there too, right? My support's down here though.
If it doesn't break back in range, just rejects off it. It's going to come up for test the highs.
Honestly, you might just see the next 5 just like this into the ranges. That'd be cool. It's on the vibe, yes sir. Discount code. Unfortunately, there's no discount codes. Value doesn't go on sale. I live by the, if Louis Vuitton goes on sale, I'll go on sale, and LV doesn't go on sale, right? So I just don't feel like it'll be fair for those who already purchased our services have a sale, so it can't be disrespectful. You bought a product and now it's on sale. It just doesn't make any sense. I'd rather just we haven't had one sale ever. Never a Black Friday sale, a Boxing Day sale, Christmas sale, Thanksgiving sale. No, we've only gone up in price, but we only gone up in price like 2 times. The first price was 400. That was like 2020, and then 2021 it was 2022. 2021 it was like 500, and then now 750. But like,
oh, he doesn't want he wants a referral code so he can like refer people. He doesn't want a discount. He just wants to send people to you and get paid.
Referral code. So you want to pull the tape way? Yeah, I talked to people about it. It's a lot to set up. I think we're waiting for a new website to set it into the new website to figure that stuff out. And we just got the new website, so eventually, yeah, I will look into it for sure.
For now, gatekeep for now.
Yeah, for now you gotta gatekeep.
You get the referral code, boom, affiliate link up on Instagram, and you're good.
Jeez. Zucchini. Where is this level? 1939. Wow, if you close below 939, chat, we might just have sales off rip. You still here? You still trading today? Did you trade London?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you took a trade in Asian, right?
Traded Asian, traded London.
Nice.
Passed out London when I had a position open. Okay. Woke up like an hour and a half later, like 3:30. I'm like, holy fuck. I forgot I had a position.
Wow, you telling me we had this many stream hoppers today? Chat, if you guys are enjoying the streams, chat, just help someone out here. Help me out and get the likes up. Because we had at 2.5k viewers, 500 dip because straight stream hoppers, bandwagoners, and then I appreciate you guys for staying here though. But like, if we can get to 1,000 likes, you know, I appreciate it. But like 500 dipping in the last like 20-30 minutes is insane. Like really? Came for a trade and that's it. No thank you, nothing. Just all right. Let's see if Don takes the loss today. Oh, no loss. Oh, boring content. The fucking haters. That's what it was. You could retest the highs. There is a resistance here at like 22,250. Minor resistance here, right? So like you could, if you get a bearish down closure here, then yeah, you're probably gonna continue to drop down. Depends though. There's a strong resistance there. If you close back above the range, you could retest the highs, but you're gonna need some type of bottom wick. You need to grab liquidity one more time before popping up towards 3,000. It's gonna take a minute though, because there's a strong resistance here, man. Hey, 633, 300 more likes, basically 350. We can do it. Sorry, seeing YouTube still page right in the graph. Yeah, no, that's what I was analyzing. Oh, is that the zucchini? There's different types of zucchinis. Like you can have zucchinis. Like you've seen days on price, right? Like how many times have you seen this where like you've seen days on price where you just have a move and you have a correction right off the rip? This might be that day. The problem is the 1 hour close though. You close above. The 4 hour candle close above. It's still strongly bullish here. So just be careful. It could be a bottom wick at any given point, and just a flip for price to drive up. I know for sure last year we would have had a buy stop probably now at 1943 for a fact. Because the 4 closed bullish above, technically speaking, like technically you should see something like this probably, like off the way close, a wick fill come up to fill the ranges, because you close above the most recent, right? With that being said, your next resistance is up here, so that should take you up to retest the highs. It's just how steep is this bottom wick? It can come down to 1936, 39, come down to 1934. But then again, if it comes down far enough, it gets to a point where the daily kind of flips bearish. If it comes down and breaks the lows, then you know that you're gonna continue to push down for the daily. Because the monthly, right? Just think about it. The monthly, weekly, and daily are all bearish though, or weekly and monthly are all bearish. You need liquidity, and it made sense that it was today, with the way the daily formed the range one breakout. Like if the monthly flips it, then yeah, you're gone within a day. I understand that the monthly has no it's not relevant to our 10-20 pip range, but it's good to keep track of or good to keep into account for the higher time frame when you want to figure out what the direction is for a day or what's to happen next, right? Because you want to be ahead. You want to make sure you play all your cards. Oh, a stream record? Yeah, let me change that. I got live chat. We might call it a stream chat. I want to see if we can get some runners off stream with the channel. The reason why I want to call it, I wanted to stay, but the reason why I want to call it a day on stream is because I don't think we're gonna get positions for another hour. And we just had a position on stream, so if I catch anything, I'll catch it with the channel off stream. But it's the reason why I'm saying an hour is because you need to set up for this, right? If you were to pop up, you need to re-break the lows. You need to form structure here. It's gonna take quite some time to form those levels. And then as for the buys or as for the sells, you need to re-break the lows here. So you're at a point where you're just hovering at this price point, and you may not see movement for another 30 minutes, 45. I'm still trading for a day though, I'll tell you that, right? But it's just, I think for the stream, I'm done for the day. Done for the days. But yo, chat, I appreciate us being here today, as always, man. If you guys wanna, I already gave you guys what I'm looking for, right? So just, if you guys are, I'm still trading for the day, just keep in mind what I said. Be on the lookout for that bottom wick on gold here on the 4-hour time frame, or even the daily flip, right? Understand what part of the cycle you're in right now and today, and it should be a breeze for the rest of the day, all right? But if you guys are in the channel, I'll see you guys there. I'm expecting a field day, but we'll see. CAD news, I don't trade CAD anyways, right? So there's no point in me looking at that. Hold on, I want to see what GJ did today, because not much. No. Oh, that 4 count is pretty clean on GJ. If you break the highs and flip, that'll be interesting. Should get a continuation. US 30 just popped off. Not too bad. Retesting the highs. Monthly highs just now. Yeah, monthly is bullish. You got 4 pips on GJ, not bad. What percentage did you make today, chat? I think we did, oh, I had a 30K day, I didn't realize. Nice. Yeah, I need to make a draw ASAP. ASAP. $8.35. This counts at $8.46, chat. Holy shit. $1%? 1%? $2.5. Donald realizing. Nah, I just took it in. This counts at fucking $8.50. Holy shit. This account 10 months ago was at $150, $160. I got in the comments on my Twitter last night. Someone was like, yo, why do you keep flexing your profits? Does this make you feel good? I'm like, all right. So there's a person on one end that says like, this is me flexing, and the other person says you're not transparent enough. Like, which one is it?
Rejected.
Like, which one is it? Yeah, this the 5 closes after breaking our lows back into the ranges. Yeah, let's hurry on, get out of here, man. All right, let's hurry up and get out of here. Should make you feel good? Not really. This is work. This is job. This is a job, right? Wait. Hold on. Didn't somebody earlier say something about selling gold? Something about the BB strategy? What did he say again? Something about the BB. Did he say sell or buy? Who was it? Someone was talking about the BB. I think, what do you say? Let me search it up. The BB. The negative BB. Oh. Oh, it's this person. It was the breaker block. That's what it was. Breaker block. Watch price hit 1943 and sell off. I mean, is that 1943 right now? You could sell off.
DDG play?
I guess today, Downfall 1. I'm kidding. I don't want to get the. I don't want the ICT slander. I don't want to fight. $10 for yesterday risk profit, yeah.
Perfect. We love that.
How'd you make 30K today on a 35th gain? I didn't make 30K. I made 20 pips today. Actually, no, we made 40 pips today. We made back what we did from yesterday. Yeah, just is it? Yeah, 40 pips on 300 lots today. Alright, let's say this work. Don't get out of here, man. Chat, Wix will be streaming tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you go ahead and check his channel out. Loads of value drop there as well. More devious content. Maybe later down the road we'll have, you know, someone doing like the Asian, or maybe at the London session. So we'll have New York, Asian, and London covered. But I don't know. There's a lot of people saying they're gonna do it. Like MM just hit me up and said he's on. Like he wants to do like a London session. But I don't know. Like no one's ever been consistent yet, and I don't want to like, you know, give like I just want somebody to start doing it. Just start doing it. Build your own community, right? And that's the best way to do it. Build your own community outside DVS or within DVS, right?
You do London, a lot of people from here will show up.
Yeah, you do London. I mean, people know you from the Discord. Like, if you're a devious, like, you know, people like they'll find your channel, and value will speak for itself.
The London session like in the Discord seems to be the most active in my opinion.
Yeah, I think because New York session we're streaming, so everyone's here, Asian session, Wix stream, and everyone's there. So I think London definitely, like, no one's doing it, right? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I want someone to do London, like London, but I don't want to shout anybody out because, like, I don't want to give them, like, you know, fake followers. I want them to build their, like, through value. Like, if you provide value, you'll get rewarded eventually, right? But no shortcuts. I didn't get any shortcuts, you know, coming up as a creator, a content creator, I guess, streamer. No one shouted me out. I went on podcasts, right? But I had to work my way towards the podcasts. You know, it was only one podcast, really. So no handouts. I never had a handout ever in my life. But if someone wants to do London, just do it. There's no volunteering. Just do it. Just start a stream up. Do it. You know, maybe you can text me about it, and I'll be on the lookout. But I want to make sure, you know, that member is like, you know, certified devious. And you know, he knows, like, you know, what's up. All right, man. Let's go ahead and do this real quick, chat.
Was that the specs of your computer, Wix?
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you have? 3060?
4090.
You don't got a 4090. They ain't come out yet. 4090 Ti.
I got that shit in my fucking Reggie Miller kit. You know how fast it is.
Honestly, bro, I'm not gonna buy a PC until like the 6090 or something, because I don't even game.
Floating, levitating in front of you.
My first PC was a 1080 or something like that. I was like, yeah, 1080.
He knows a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah, you get a 4090. You get a 4090 on a laptop right now. It's gonna cost you a pretty penny though.
Yeah, 49 on a laptop. I have a 3060. I'm trying to sell my laptop. I don't even use it.
Crazy, 3060 in a laptop.
Yeah, and that was like peak too. That was like when it was the top of the line was like 3070, 3080 last year. I was Vancouver. All right, what is this, man?
Curly.
Wait, Kieran, what do you have for
Good
PC?
question, actually. Totally forgot what the heck.
Dude, you're getting a Dell.
Honestly, chat, you don't need anything crazy to stream, by the way, too. If you want to stream and you're thinking like you need a good PC to stream, you don't. You need, like, my first piece of setup was a laptop. Like, that's it. That's all I needed to run OBS, Zoom. Like, unless you game. If you game and stream, yeah, you might need something a little heavier. But my first PC was like a $900 PC, Canadian.
It wasn't the PC that was the problem when you were doing it. It was the internet connection that kept getting dropped.
Yeah. My PC, I never had issues with my PC ever, like on any PC. I mean, I don't know, I might upgrade, but like honestly, like I don't need to. Like what am I gonna do? Play games? I stopped playing games.
Bring back the Apex
I'm playing
streams.
games, dog.
The Apex streams.
I broke the record with one Apex stream and never played again.
What's this thing?
Okay, yeah, I got the 3060.
Oh, you have a 3060?
Mhm.
Yeah, I had to open this laptop up. Or open this PC up.
I
What's
just went and
this?
looked at the box.
With a
and
little
right outside of it.
screwdriver.
Okay, I think it's a 3060.
Can't even see us right now. The screen's off.
This was the computer I got from when I was in the hospital from the crash, and I made
Oh, the guy that
3K
bought your
from
computer.
my no, I made 3K on the World Cup bet off $3, and because I knew I was going to be in recovery for a little bit, I just went and bought a new computer with it.
That insurance money. Yo, chat, hear me out. When you're driving, right, and someone's tailgating you, and you brake check them, whose fault is that?
If they run into you, it's their fault. They're driving too close to you.
Bro, the amount of times that cars just tailgate me, like I just want to hold the brakes and just get boom and make some money.
You want to hear some crazy shit that happened to me last week?
What?
I pull up at a stop sign. There's a car in front of me at the stop sign, and there's traffic, right, going both directions, and she's at a stop sign. She's looking left, she looks right, and then she goes, and then she realizes she can't make it in time for the second lane that goes this to, you know, get into that traffic lane, because she's making a left, so she crosses one lane of traffic that goes right, and when she turn left, she looks to the right, and she's an oncoming car, so she reverses back into me, hits me, comes out of the car and goes, "Why did you hit me?"
Oh hell no! What happened after?
He goes, "Why did you hit me?" I'm like, lady, we're not doing this right now. Honestly, you are lucky I don't call the cops. She's like, "No, I'm calling the cops." I was like, all right, I'm out. I got.
Wait, so what happened after?
You know that time when you're like, you're so stunned, you don't even have a reaction? Like, I wasn't prepared for the, "You hit me." When she reversed back through a stop sign into me, I wasn't prepared for it. I was like, really? Like, yeah, you hit me.
That's like the video of the guy sitting outside of the gas station in his Lamborghini, and the bitch in the BMW runs right into him from behind, and she's like, "You pulled out in front of me." He's literally basically like parked.
No, my car is fine. My car had one of them license plate, the metal license plates that they don't got nothing but little annoying buttons. Like if you bump into my bumper, you're gonna have holes in your bumper. And I looked at my shit. I was like, "Yo, I'm good. Honestly, you could call whoever the fuck you want to call, but that was some ignorant shit you just did." And I got in my car and I left. Never heard her. She knew she was wrong, right? Like she knew it. She was probably, "Oh, thank God he left."
She was trying to convince herself it was your fault.
I just looked at my car. I looked at her car. I'm like, I don't care right now, but like, I got no time for this.
I was on mute the whole time. Yeah, how bad was your car?
All right, same bad, my kid. No, there was nothing on my car. She had scratches. Her bumper went like underneath and to like the bottom part of my car. Like this. She had you know what she had? She had an old school
Fiat.
Benz. No, Benz, like a 92 Benz.
Why'd you hit me? Yeah, you see that video on Twitter of the lady going, "That motherfucker back there is not real." Did you see that video?
Talking to
I swear,
Trippy Red.
that motherfucker back there is not real. Yo, and then everyone looks back. Yeah, I gotta show you the video, Wix. Did you see this video? The lady on Twitter was like, "That motherfucker back there is not real." I gotta show you, bro. Apparently though, like they checked her if she was on drugs or anything, and apparently she wasn't. Like I don't know, maybe she might be on something, bro. I gotta show you, bro. That motherfucker back there is not real.
Say whatever you want. I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two fucks, but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to.
For dot one.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the
You
fuck
can't say
off,
the word
and there's a
bomb,
reason
die,
why I'm
or
getting the
anything like
fuck
that on a
off,
plane.
and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two fucks, but I am
She's
telling
really
you
scared
right
for her life. What
now,
if something
that
appeared in front of her and was like, hey,
that
you're going
motherfucker
down?
back there is
Get the fuck
not
off
real.
So look how everyone turns around after, like, who's that?
Who is she talking about?
Yo.
How about Trippy Red?
Brings me to my
Because
next
looking at
point
the
here.
BBC article on the Baphomet statue, they discovered the
All right, bro. We're not getting into that. All right, chat. Let's go finish word on call of the day here before we get into that side of YouTube.
Ian, what do you mean?
Um,
That was just getting interesting. Where the motherfucker back there is like, yo, what the fuck you say fuck me?
what you say my for?
Or- It's true, Big T.
I opened the the Reddit thread for that post, and then one of the top comments is the person on the back of the plane, and it's Mark Zuckerberg drinking water like super calmly in court.
Motherfucker back there is not real.
He's an alien.
I think Elon Musk is more of a not real than Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Musk is on the spectrum, you know what I mean? Like he's just a different type of individual.
It doesn't have like Asperger's or something.
I mean, late 15 years ago he didn't, but like in today's classifications of like Down syndrome, and
Mm-hmm.
he does, he would be on the Asperger's plane.
Yeah, all right, let's go. Let's get this word out the way. Is that a green box you drew?
Yeah, I guess the letter, and it's correct under that green box.
What was it?
It's AR.
I think RL.
Swirl. Freaking swirly.
You know?
No,
Swirl.
WIR.
WIRL.
Oh, swirly. Like squirrel.
Oh, damn, I was right.
Oh, so whirl.
Oh yeah.
Like H.
Look at that. Wicks with the alley-oop. The no look.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I would have struggled today if you guys weren't here on the word though.
All right. We all have our bad days. Sometimes we make 20 pips and struggle at Wordle. It happens. What was it yesterday? What did you guess yesterday? Camera or
No,
lights?
lights, but that was like 2 days ago. Yesterday I didn't guess anything. Oh no, yesterday it was hard too. No, yesterday was kettle. No, it was toaster or something like that. What was it?
Oh, kettle. Yeah. How do we go from kettle to toaster?
Yeah, toaster to kettle yesterday. That's what it was.
Okay, let's go. Mom, dad, beach, sell, store, shop, eBay, traffic.
Jerome's one word.
Money. Shop. Work. Yeah, what do you shop for? Car. Oh, we did car. Oh. House. Groceries. Oh, we did groceries. Watch. Bracelet. Jewelry. Ring.
Wait.
Necklace.
Ring. Jewelry. Diamonds. Sounds good. Valentine's. Huh.
Flowers.
Should I buy you flowers? You buy myself flowers. The catchy ass song.
Card.
Visa. It's everywhere you want to be.
Crib. Okay. Alright.
Coverage. Insurance. Value. Yeah.
I feel like
Exactly.
Columba's like a little. Actually, might be on one. No, Colombia's low down. What's hard in Ecuador?
Serious?
In Guatemala. Isn't Ecuador the hottest? It's right on the equator.
You obviously give us way too much credit here.
Pretty girl scared when she see me sleep. All of my raps I talk about tracks, but I be saving my life in these Jeeps.
Let's just look at the list of countries, see if we can recognize something. Where's Brazil? Where's Argentina?
Argentina?
I don't know. There's somewhere around here.
South. Is it? I'm just gonna guess it.
Then we go with Brazil after.
Brazil's down. I feel it's off. Brazil's like down.
No, we're way off.
Like somewhere north, like super.
North?
Near Mexico. What's below Mexico? Figure out what's happening. Gold. Check my my Twitter, my tweet. 1954. That's what happened.
Oh, holy shit! I knew that 1 hour flip was good. Knew it.
El Salvador.
You know he cheated.
I wish.
PL. Oh, you're almost there. Not close enough though.
Honduras.
Because their currency became dead.
Oh shit! How you get that? You cheater?
Because there's
Definitely.
either Honduras, Belize, or Mexico.
And you know it's not Mexico. All right, chat. That's it for me today, chat. Congrats everybody. 1954 has been tapped. So if you guys aren't tuned to my Twitter, this was tweeted about 8 hours ago. We're expected to drop towards 54 hours on gold. This is all done here 12 hours ago. So check that tweet out. If you guys could, didn't understand it, it's a good day today, and more opportunities to come just now. So I'll be there. I'll see you guys in the channel. If anything, have a good day. Peace out. Love you guys, and enjoy your session. Enjoy your profits today, right, everybody? Later.
Peace out.
Later.
Everyone, guys.
200 for lunch. Last night I fucked on a cunt. 24 shows in a month. Looked at that time, it was crunch. Ice, diamonds is crush. Louis V, but my t-shirt is top. Yeah, cold as a slash. Belly wrist on, sipping the test. Go get it, I must. Fuck her good enough, pussy no must. Yeah, loving that lust. My crew loyal, we trusted in us. Yeah, money need up. Got this shit out the ground in the mud. When they got rich out the ground in the mud. Minding the roads and the mink is a rug. 911 push in the trunk is a hood. Told her come through, come and sit on this wood. Neighborhood truck used to cap up a jug. Put the net in the back of the hood. I never read and keep that understood. Ain't going backwards, I don't think I could. These labels be trapping rappers like they should. Got M's in that bad bitch, I feel life is good. They making the payment, held down on my foot. Been patiently waiting, wish a nigga would. Shit drop a location, my niggas a dub. I got an old bitch, can't wait for me to scroll. Shit picked up 200, don't hit it the 4. I had 200 for lunch. Last night I fucked on a cunt. 24 shows in a month. Looked at that time, it was crunch. Ice, diamonds is crush. Louis V, but my t-shirt is top. Yeah, cold as a slash. Belly wrist on, sipping the test. Go get it, I must. Fuck her good enough, pussy no must. Yeah, loving that lust. My crew loyal, we trusted in us. Yeah, money need up. Got this shit out the gun in the mud. I blow push, got these clouds on the butt. Throw them rats up, it look like a flood. You know what I'm saying? Still drinking this shit.
Ooh, hop in that motherfucking phone, and a motherfucker be wrong. Big gun, big yeah, Sean. City to city, I'm torn. Look, Cardi, I'm ready to pour. I love my diamond that glowing. Fuck with your bitch, yeah, she left in the morning. Diamonds that skating on ice. Run it up, bitch, every rice. Hey, hurt your feelings with the price. Everything come with a price. Everything come with a price. 100,000 in my price. Too many rings like a mic. I get that motherfucking mic. I get that motherfucking Ike. I told your bitch to come try. Pass me the motherfucking mic. I'm in the lobby, I'm pipe. I told that bitch to come pipe. So they won't fuck on the pipe. What? Shot they gon' lick on the pipe. I got this strap like a dot. I got this strap, I don't fight. My diamond, they ice, they ice. My diamond, they ice, they bite. Your diamond, they ice, I ice. That's a little bit, what's her type? Ooh, hop in that motherfucking phone, and a motherfucker be wrong. Big gun, big yeah, Sean. City to city, I'm torn. Look, Cardi, I'm ready to pour. I love my diamond that glowing. Fuck with your bitch, yeah, she left in the morning. Diamonds on diamonds on diamonds. Empty your pockets and pay that little homage. I got Pyrus in the lobby. I got Pyrus right behind me. Cranberry drip with the red. I might just pull up and bop. Walk in the lobby like got it. You can't trust me, I'm too pop. These niggas, they tryna too pop. What? Used to be ride. Molly Santana, y'all like. You spend a bit calling me Poppy. She ride me like a Bugatti. Hop in the phone for the mileage. Pick the booth up, bitch, I'm tired. Boot it up, it never tired. What? Hop in that motherfucking phone, and a motherfucker be wrong. Big gun, big yeah, Sean. City to city, I'm torn. Look, Cardi, I'm ready to pour. I love my diamond that glowing. Fuck with your bitch, yeah, she left in the morning.